Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to talk about the fundamentals of computer science or computers. So, in this video, there are around 10 questions. Actually, there are 10 questions. There are 10 questions which are on the basics of computer science. One should know all the questions which would be coming in the further videos and the ones we're discussing today. Because they're important, they're basic, they're like general knowledge, and also because those who like computer science as a subject, it will help them to enhance their knowledge and they can just, if they have interest, they can actually do these questions and just remember it. So let's start. The first question, the term computer is derived from A. Latin, B. German, C. French, or D. Arabic. So, the answer for this question is A. Latin. So, actually, if we talk about these questions, maybe suppose you're taking some quiz somewhere, you can ask these in general knowledge questions and basic quiz questions. Our next question. Who is the inventor of difference engine? A. Alan Turing, B. Charles Babbage, C. Seymour Cray, or D. Augusta Adaming. So, the correct answer is B. Charles Babbage. Let's move on to the third question. Who is the father of computer? So, if you see the next question, it is who is the father of computer science? So, the third and the fourth question have a little bit of there's a little difference between these two because the third one asks who is the father of computer. The one who invented computer, and second is who is father of the computer science. Computer science is like the subject, and let's mark the answers. The answer for the third question, who is the father of computer, is B. Charles Babbage. Moving on to the next question, question 4. Who is the father of computer science? So the correct answer for this fourth question is A. Alan Turing. Let's move on to the fifth question. Who is the father of personal computer? So actually, if we look at these questions, these are like the first 10 which we are going to be doing today. They are okay questions. They won't make that of an impact in this. But if we look at like the questions, they are important for the purpose of like general knowledge. So who is the father of personal computer? The answer to this question is A. Edward Robert. These are there in this question. Who is the father of personal computer? Edward Robert. I remember the name is there in some, like when you study computers when you're small, it's there in those books. So the next one is also a general knowledge question, and it is also important because it is based on the basics. a CPU contains. So let's read the options. It is a card reader and a printing device unit, an analytic engine and a control unit, a control unit. So this unit is with this, okay, B. C, a control unit and an arithmetic logic unit, or D, an arithmetic logic unit and a card reader. So the answer for the sixth question is C, a control unit. Just give me a moment. It is, yeah, a control unit and an arithmetic logic unit. Moving on to the to question 7. Which of the following controls the process of interaction between the user and the operating system? This question also might have been tested in one of your years when you were in school age. If you're in school, maybe in some grade they would have taught you about CPUs and the process unit and input process output. Even in Python, they would have taught you about that. So let's go through the options. It is A, user interface, B, language translator, C, platform, or D, screensaver. So the answer is user interface. I think you would have got that. Because a language translator is not used. It's basically using human interaction. And platform, it cannot control the process of interaction. And screensaver, that isn't related to the question, the answer basically. Question 8, the second last question of this video. The first computers were programmed using A, assembly language, B, machine language, C, source code, or D, object code. So basically, questions are related to, I think, like, they are actually useful questions because if you have interest in computer science, it will help you a lot for your general knowledge and not maybe for your engineering and all that stuff. And if you look into your university programs and all, I don't think, I mean, you need subjects for that, but then this is to enhance your own knowledge. And let me tell you, going back to my statement, I think this can help you in maybe having some exam if it's asked. It might be asked in some exam. It is for not for engineering exactly, but it is for computer related exams and maybe some courses of university. And most, if you look at these questions, it will help you. These questions are the basics for giving computer exams, and it will help you in any computer exam you want to give. Now let's move on to the eighth question. Yeah, I think I read the question, but let me read it again. Eighth. The first computers were programmed using A, machine language, B, A, assembly language, B, machine language, C, source code, or D, object code. So our answer is B, machine language. B, machine language. Let's move on to the next question. Actually, this question was the third last. Now we are on the second last question. Just give me a moment. I think there's something missing in this question. Uh, let me just let me just read the question. Nine. Okay, okay. So there's a dash in front of this. It is not incomplete. Dash is a combination of hardware and software that facilitates the sharing of information between computing devices. A. Network. B. Peripheral. C. Expansion board. Or D. Digital service. So, I think this is a question which is also quite general. It is A. Network. The last question of this video. Coded entries which are used to gain access to a computer system are called A. Entry codes. B. Passwords. C. Security commands. Or D. Code words. Quite an interesting question, and the MCQs are also the options are also quite near. But then don't let the MCQs confuse you and the other options, because the term for this coded entries is passwords. We use it daily in our life. We have password for your, almost every website, not almost, but then most of the websites you use, you have passwords. You have to sign in into those. So do not let entry codes, code words, and security commands confuse you, because B passwords is the literal, the term we've been using since a very long time. So in this video, that's all for this video. We did 10 questions today in this video, but then I have a lot many more questions which I will be sharing and doing in the upcoming videos. So thank you.